Okay, so this one here on the left hand side is your before swing, as you did at the start of the lesson. This one here on the right is your after swing. Okay, so we discussed obviously as you come to the golf ball, this arm has to soften and fold, and this head has got to stop looking down for too long. Okay, so backswing wise, we said in both cases, very, very good. You do take the golf club to the top of the backswing and set the golf club really nicely, maintain a really, really good width in the swing. A lot of good things there we can see in that swing. Okay, as you start coming down here now, head still down, head still down, head still down. And we get to about kind of that position there, you can see almost like your left arm quite straight and a bit of daylight between your arms there. Yeah, so your left arm is sitting a lot higher than your right arm. Now that would be a shot we try and play when we punch it low, because the way you then do that is keep the club face hooded and just hold the club face this way. When you hit the ball straight, it did go quite low, didn't it? Okay, so we're going to get better at softening that left arm. So we come to a sort of similar position here now as we come through. Okay, two things there we can see. Your head's moved more, and this left elbow now, they're starting to get a little bit lower, and the gap is starting to close. Okay, and as we go through a little bit more frame by frame. Okay, left elbow softening up to the top of the backswing. That one there, okay, you can see the gap now is pretty much gone. Your head now is looking at target rather than kind of still down there a little bit, okay? And there's more sort of squaring up of that golf club, okay? Now that difference there probably doesn't look that much to maybe how it feels to you, yeah? It might feel to you like you're going boop and really bending your arm, okay? And in reality, I don't want you to make too big a change, because too big a change, you miss the golf ball probably, or have some shots like the last time, you hit the side of the ball, you just ping back to the wall there. So it needs to be kind of small little steps, bit by bit by bit, with a bit of practice now working on that left arm. And like I said, I would suggest if you can, at home, just make a few swings with just your lead arm, your glove hand, okay? Just back and forth so you get used to how this left arm works, okay? We could see in practice there was definitely sort of indication where you sort of swing through very straight and then you kind of fold bend it, okay? As opposed to sort of staying a little bit more extended here and then just soften and hinge this way, okay? So the more we can get this move better, okay? So my elbow at this position here now, my elbow sort of pointing towards my rib cage. As I get to here now, my elbow is down. Elbow is down. What we don't want at any point is the elbow to start to come up or back behind us, because that's just going to leave the club face wide open. And when you do that, you'll tend to slice off to the right there, okay? Now what we might see going forward is if you start squaring the club face up better, we can start getting a bit of right to left spin. Other parts of the swing or the setup might need tweaking to compensate for that. But ultimately, I want your swing to kind of be setting up to the golf ball where you aim to where you want to go. You swing the golf club in both sides of the swing, back and through, trying to maintain a direction that's straight to target. There's no point having a setup that's aiming to the right there, a swing that's the ball to the left, and two wrongs making a right. Yes, on occasions it will work, but your consistency level is going to be all over the place. So when you shot your 96, it was your best round of golf, probably wasn't because you had a hole in one or hold a 50-foot putt or hold a bunker shot. It was because you didn't have the ball carving off to the right there. You didn't top every shot 20 yards. You just went down the fairway, plod, 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 and in some ways played boring golf. As much as it's nice to play these exciting shots and whatever it may be, keeping the ball on the fairway in play is where your scores are going to come down. Yeah, so we can get that left arm working better. Fold the left arm up this way, and just again, as you saw me going on the fairway, just do that with your left arm. Push try with your right hand, and just get used to how your left arm kind of works this way. Okay, we're not trying to pull it round here. We're not trying to do this and then soften it. It's just a sort of, as daft as it may seem, a skill that we're going to get better at. Okay, now if we can get better at it with no club in our hand, and then get better at it with one club in the hand but swinging nice and slow, then we can start putting speed to it to get better at it. Okay, because ultimately you want to swing the club with some speed and hit the ball as far as you can. But if you're trying to work on a movement now, your left arm needs a little bit of time. Just think, okay, how does this move feel? Okay, if we can get that left arm in an ideal position, we're looking at when we get to kind of about this post follow through position here now, is the left arm would be down, the club would kind of be up like so. At the moment, your club is kind of out there somewhere because the left arm is a little bit too high. Okay. But head coming through is good. That's what we want to try and encourage more. Left arm softening is good. Get through to a fuller position. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.